Hi there, folks. It's Joel Broughton here. Welcome to our Monday evening call. I'm pretty excited to be talking to you tonight, and we're going to spend some time focusing in on funded sponsoring and this system and really fully grasping and understanding what it is that we have our hands on. But not only that, how do we apply this to our business, or how do we actually use this marketing system to be able to become really successful? There's a lot of different types of people probably on this call right now. We've probably got everywhere from, I am already successful and I want to take my business to the next level. I'm just getting started. I don't even have a business yet, and I'm trying to figure this thing out, and I'm trying to figure out what it is that I'm supposed to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some time focusing in on funded sponsoring and this concept of being able to generate income for your business before you even show your business. Okay, now that concept may sound a little strange, or it may sound a little weird to some of us, but it's really important for you to understand that for us to be able to generate positive cash flow for our business, that truly is the most important thing. I mean, that's always been number one for me, being able to generate positive cash flow. So not losing money. Okay, and not just breaking even. When we're building a business, and if you want to grow a business, you need to be in the black. Okay, you need to be constantly making money. In network marketing, often you hear people talk that, work hard for 2 to 5 years, and you can set yourself up for the rest of your life. Okay, put the effort in, invest in yourself, invest in your business, invest in advertising your business for future growth and for future potential. Well, what I'm here to tell you is that most businesses, network marketing, internet marketing, any home-based business, shouldn't be totally run with that focus in mind. Yes, we need to invest some time. Yes, 2 to 5 years is a good kind of game plan to be able to set yourself up financially for the rest of your life. But during those 2 to 5 years, we shouldn't be constantly losing money. Okay, we don't want to be constantly, in the red, constantly taking money out of our bank account to fund our losses or to, pay for, dumb decisions or bad advertising. What we want to do is we want our business to be growing at an increasing rate throughout those 2 to 5 years, so that at the end of the 2 years or the end of the 5 years or the end of the year and a half, or however long that we really focus and put a lot of energy into our business, we are able to have a residual income. We are able to have leverage through other people in our downline that are going to be continuing to build the business and continuing the growth and continuing to maintain that kind of, residual income throughout the next 5 to 10 to 20 to 30 years with our network marketing business. So what I really want to focus on is I want to focus on understanding that concept and setting your business up properly in a multi-level marketing or in a network marketing business. And, some people that use our system aren't necessarily in a network marketing company, and that's okay too. This is going to be completely applicable to you as well. If you have some type of internet business that, you're recruiting or sponsoring new people and selling a product or service through that, definitely you can use our system as well. Understand this. When we build a network marketing company, what we're doing is we're essentially trading some of our time to be able to sponsor new distributors, okay, bring customers into the business, and we're not necessarily getting paid a ton of money for doing that activity, okay? We're not necessarily getting paid up front for sponsoring that person, right? We're getting some bonuses usually and some small commissions to pay for that, those product purchases for that first month. But what we're really counting on and what we're really banking on is building a large organization or a large distribution network that we can continue to get paid on, that we can continue to build over time. Okay? The same as anything else, a network marketing company truly gains its value not in the first month that you first start. You're not going to have a hugely valuable business month one. What we are doing, though, is we're banking on the fact that if we spend our time sponsoring new members, bringing people into our distribution network, and also maybe some customers that'll be repeat customers that like the product and they're going to continue to use it. What we are banking on is that eventually those distributors will start to sell too. So they'll start generating customers and they'll start generating distributors as well, which broadens the whole distribution network, or the volume that's being sold throughout your organization. But more importantly, it's also creating some, I guess, extra momentum. It's creating some extra speed for your business to grow, because you're basically replicating the sales force. You're increasing the total number of people working to be able to bring in more and more customers, more and more people actually purchasing the product. And what we normally teach in network marketing and to be able to create larger growth, to be able to grow really fast and be able to generate income faster, is to specifically focus on the distributors, okay? The distributors will normally have a dual role. They'll normally be a consumer and a distributor. But more importantly, customers, if you're focusing completely on a customer basis, your business will tend to grow slower. However, it will be very stable, okay? Because if you do find customers that love the product, they don't have any other incentive to purchase the product, obviously, right? They're not actually going to have any other reason other than the fact that they're getting a true value for their money and they're enjoying the product that you deliver to them. So we're going to focus more on the distributors and obviously, building that relationship with other people. We're going to spend our time training them. We're going to spend our time showing them how to build their own distribution networks, and we're going to take a small royalty from that. We're going to get our own small commission from helping set up those leaders or helping set up those distribution networks. Now, if we understand those concepts, okay, in terms of what network marketing is, we understand that the more leaders and the more distributors and the more, the bigger our distribution network gets, we're going to make more money, okay? Now, having said that, how do we, and this is the question that most network marketers or most amateurs don't understand, how do we grow that network of distributors, or how do we grow that distribution network? How do we increase the number of distributors in our business predictably, consistently, and fast? Okay, so how do we actually have it happen so that it's always growing, it's always building? Okay, how do we have it so that we don't have a lot of peaks and valleys, so that we're able to be consistent? So you don't enroll one person this month, 12 the next month, and then 2 the month after, and then 0, and then 44 the month after. I mean, we want to be consistent. We want to consistently grow our business. And the reason why we want to consistently grow our business and not have huge peaks and valleys is because if you're sponsoring 14 people a month, okay, or 2 a week or 5 a week or whatever you're sponsoring in your business, it makes it much more manageable for you to be able to train and help those people. If you go out and sponsor 50 people in one day, okay, you're going to have a heck of a time trying to train them all. All right, if you go and sponsor one person, I mean, you're probably going to spend too much time and be overbearing with that one person. So what you want to do is you want to be able to consistently sponsor people. And then the last thing that a lot of people don't know how to do is how to grow fast. Okay, and obviously we want to learn how to do that. That's kind of a no-brainer. So how do we put all these pieces of the puzzle together? How do we actually market consistently, effectively, systematically to be able to be successful in this industry? Well, it's really very simple. If you can understand that it's based on the volume of advertising that you do, okay, and that's kind of step number one. If you do a lot of advertising, you're going to probably have a large business. Okay, you're going to have a lot of customers or a lot of potential distributors contacting you. So the volume, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more, but the volume of advertising that you do is going to completely transform your business overnight. The second thing that we need to look at is the number, okay, of people that we show our business to. Okay, so the volume of advertising is number one, which obviously creates the number of leads that we get. The number of people we show our business to, or the volume of presentations that we do, okay, for our business, creates the number of new distributors. Okay, And then the third thing is the volume of training. Okay? And along with the volume of training, I'll also say the quality of training. So obviously, if you just do lots and lots and lots of training, it's probably not as good as doing a little bit of really good training. But the volume and quality of training, and quality obviously is probably, I guess, I shouldn't overlook it. It can be in all of these: quality of advertising, quality of presentations, okay? But I'm going to say that as long as your quality of your advertising, your presentations, and your quality of training is consistent throughout your business, which it probably will be as you start running ads and as you start, normally you'll have one kind of consistent presentation that you're giving to people, either, whether you're doing it one-on-one or whether you're doing it, an online presentation or on a conference call. The quality of those presentations are generally the same. And the quality of training, obviously we want to be able to show people what it is that, what it is that they need to do to be successful. So, given that you do have quality stuff, okay, good, you do have quality training, a quality business, presentations, etc., we need to focus now strictly on volume, okay? And this is the biggest concept, or this is if you were ever going to write something down, if you were ever going to, take something from this training, and it's funny, just as a side note, I received an email, and I got it two or three times in a row, 2 or 3 weeks in a row, from the same individual, and he emailed me, and he said, Joel, can you start teaching us how to advertise? Can you start teaching us how to use the tools in the marketing? Can you start going through the Elite Handbook some more and talk more about how exactly do we do this? I don't need the motivational crap. I don't need the inspirational trainings or the mindset stuff. I don't need that. I just need to know what do I do. Here's the funny thing. He does need the motivational stuff. He does need the mindset training, because if you're in a situation where you're the person saying that or you're thinking that while you're listening to some of these calls, you don't have the proper mindset to be successful in the first place. You're not there yet. You, in fact, do need the mindset training more than you need the how-to. Because if you're in a position where you think, no, I just want to make money, no, I just want to succeed, no, I just want to, just show me what to do and I'll do it, well, you may as well get a job. Okay? Think about that. You may as well just be an employee. If you're the person sitting there saying, just show me how to do it, Joel, wrong. Okay? You're in a business for yourself. You're a home-based business owner. Okay? You're a home-based business owner. You're an entrepreneur. You're the owner. You actually need to have the proper mindset. You need to have a positive attitude. You need to receive this information properly. For you to be able to get the how-to, you need to first train your mind to be able to want it so bad that you'll do whatever it takes. So that's the funny thing, and that's kind of the catch-22 here, is some people are just looking, well, just show me how-to, just show me how-to. But then when I do show them how-to, or when I give them the marketing handbook or a tool like that basically shows them how-to, right? Shows you all how-to, step by step. There's little assignments in a bunch of them. There's some different sites to go to that it shows you where to go, how to go, what to say. It's all there. It already is all there, all right? So the problem actually isn't that the information isn't there. The problem is the reception of the information. It's not getting through to the brain because you don't have the right attitude, you don't have the right mindset coming in. Maybe you're not ready quite for success yet. But if we train your brain a little bit more, maybe you'll start to become ready. Maybe you'll start to, look at the world a little bit differently. Maybe you'll start to realize that, the reason why I'm here today in this situation is not because of outside factors that I always blame my situation on. Maybe it is myself. Maybe it is me. Maybe I need to internalize some of my problems a little bit more, and the reason why I'm in the situation is my fault. Okay? Maybe the reason why I'm in the situation is because of decisions that I've made or not made. Maybe it's because of actions that I've taken or not taken. Okay, now, so there's my little rant, I guess, for the night. So let's get back to the fact that, yes, you do need to listen to training and motivational and mindset training. You do need to, go through some of the training, the kind of like moving from a mindset to action type phase in your business, some of the stuff that I've been sharing with you from Chad. You do need to go through that information because it's going to help train your brain when we go to actually take action to run our advertising. So let's get back. Volume of advertising. What do I mean by that? Well, it's simply this, okay? Whoever advertises the most wins. And if you haven't heard me say that before, you haven't listened to enough training calls. If I advertise more than you, I will have more success in this business than you. If I show my business more than you, I will have more success than you, guaranteed, even if I suck. See, even if my advertising, the quality is lower than yours, okay, and we can do this mathematically. I mean, for those of you guys that need to kind of see numbers, let's say that my advertising is 50% as effective as your advertising. Okay, let's say that my advertising isn't even as good as your advertising. So let's say that your advertising rates a 2, okay, and don't try and figure this out for those of you guys that aren't mathematically inclined, but for those of you that really need to see the numbers, let's say that yours is a 2 and mine's a 1. That means mine's half as good as yours, okay? So basically, but given that, if my advertising quality, the words that I use in my headlines and, the text that I use and maybe where I'm advertising and the people I'm targeting and the keywords I'm using to advertise with or whatever it is I'm doing, if yours is twice as good as mine, I can still beat you. I can still be better than you. I can still make 10 times as much money as you. And I can guarantee that fact by simply just doing more advertising than you, right? If you run 10 ads, right, and you can multiply that by your quality score of 2, because you're a better advertiser than me, you've got 20 now. You've got a score of 20, right, for your advertising, because you only ran 10 ads. What if I run 10,000 ads? Now I've got a score of 10,000. 10,000 times 1, right, is 10,000. So what would you rather have, 20 or 10,000, okay, for a score in advertising? Now, again, I mean, this is only to point out the fact that, yeah, you've multiplied your results by 2 because you're a better advertiser maybe than me, but I've multiplied my total advertising by 10,000 by running more ads. By running 10,000 ads, you only ran 10. Maybe you only put 10 different advertisements out there. No wonder Joel has a beautiful car and a big home and is successful and works from home and doesn't have a job. No wonder, okay, because I just run more advertising than you. That's the only difference. The volume of advertising that I'm currently running is much, much higher than what you're running. Why is it that I am currently, and obviously you can't see these statistics anywhere, we're probably going to start posting up leaderboards and things like that soon just so that we can, kind of have friendly competition. There's a couple of people, and I was looking at the statistics this afternoon. I normally look a couple of times a day at, kind of the overall stats, how many new people are coming in and who the referrers are. Why is it that there's a referrer that came into the business just this week and has referred more people than many of us, well, not me, but many of you? Why is it that in just 1 week they were able to refer more than probably most people in the business? Why is that? It's because they're advertising more. Within that first week of them being in the business, they're advertising more than maybe you did, or than maybe many of the other people did. Okay? It's just as simple as that. The fact that, they're getting more sales, they're getting more members, they're getting more people more hits on the website. Okay? They're getting more hits to the website. They're getting more people coming through. That's why they're having more sales. Okay? It's simply a function of volume. Let's say, for instance, that the site converts at 10%. If you send 100 people there, how many sales are you going to get? Well, you're going to get 10, right? So how do you get more? You send more there. You send 1,000 people there. Of course, you're going to get 100 sales then. right? The more and more people. So, and if it was converting at 5%, okay, you send 100 people there, you get 5. Send 100 people there, you get 5. If you keep just sending 100 people there, you get 5. I can beat you by just sending more. See, we've all got the same tools. We've all got the same websites. We can all advertise in the same places if we want to. We can all do free advertising. We can do paid advertising. It doesn't matter. But here's the thing, and you can increase and improve your quality of advertising all the time. You're not going to be the best advertiser when you first start. Just deal with that fact, get on with it, and make up for it in the amount of advertising that you do or the volume of advertising. Run more ads than the more successful people do. Work harder. You know, you can make up what you lack in skill by just putting in more time, okay, by just running more advertising. All right? So if you run 1,000 ads and you're converting at 5%, okay, or you get 100 members there, you're converting at 5%, that's 50 people. All of a sudden, you've got a lot of action going on in your business. But if you only send 2 people to the website, if you send 10 people to the website, if you only send 100 people to the website, if you only send 500 people to the website, you kind of get what I'm saying here? You can always be sending more. You can always increase the volume of people that you're sending. You can always increase the opt-ins that you're getting, right? If this past week you got 10 people opted into your lead capture page with Elite, well, what do you do next week? Well, you do 20. You just take what you did in advertising and you do it twice as much. Okay? If you do one person a day currently, if you're currently bringing in one person through your lead capture page a day, and that's 7 a week, and you're not happy with your sales conversions or your results, what do? Do you quit? Absolutely not. You just need to increase the volume of advertising that you're doing, and that's going to have a direct impact on your success and your sales. Okay? It's not rocket science. People have people that are referring. People are getting paid. Every single day there's checks going out from this company. Okay? So understand that as we build our business, if we're not happy with the results, it is our fault. Okay? It is your fault. You just haven't done enough yet. You need to take responsibility for that and understand that it's really easy to increase what you're doing by increasing the volume of advertising that you're doing. If you're only getting one hit on your website or one opt-in right now, okay, don't get depressed. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't say this is really hard, because it's not. It's very simple, actually. If you can get one opt-in, you can become a $100,000 earner in this industry. If you can just get one person to fill out that lead capture page. Now, if you can't do that, well, if you can get one hit, okay, on your website, let me go back even further and say that if you got one hit, you should be able to be a $100,000 earner. How? Well, you just get more hits, right? You just keep increasing the number of hits until you start getting opt-ins, people that opt into your capture page and give you their name and their email and request more information. See, because once you get one opt-in, you basically want to double that number every day, every week, every month, until you get to a point where you're starting to get sales. See, some people are, they've got 50 or 100 opt-ins. Maybe they got 200 opt-ins. Maybe they got 500 opt-ins. Do you think those people that have 500 leads or 1,000 leads into their business so far, do you think they're happy? Okay, they've probably got a whole bunch of sales too. On top of all those opt-ins, I don't think they're going to stop, though. See, the whole goal is to continuously put more and more people to your business, to your website. Put more people, get more opt-ins, double that number. You always want to be increasing, okay? You always want to be growing at an increasing rate. So what I've always taught is this. Your goal, if you just started, and let's base it on opt-ins, okay? Because that number is very easy to affect. You can base it on hits, but I don't really like hits as a result, because often, depending on the type of advertising that you're doing, you're going to generate a lot of hits and no opt-ins, because you're going to generate very low-quality traffic. Some of the traffic exchanges are like that. You might need 2,000 or 3,000 or 4,000 hits just to get one opt-in. depending on some of the traffic exchanges that you're using. So basically what we want to do is we want to measure our results based on opt-ins, and this is what I want you to do, especially if you're first getting started, or even if you're an old veteran at this. I mean, this is definitely going to help you out as well. You want to get at least one opt-in per day. Okay, now that's your goal. Now, if you're not at that point yet, okay, that you're able to generate one opt-in per day, what you want to do is get one opt-in per week. Okay, now I want to kind of set the baseline that over the next 2 weeks, you want to get yourself to a rate where you're getting one per day. Okay, over the next 2 weeks. But if you're at 0 right now, let's just try to get one. Okay, let's just get one a week. Let's get 2 a week. Let's shoot for a couple this first week. But by the end of the next 14 days, I want you to be generating at least one opt-in per day. That's only 7 a week. Okay, and those aren't sales. Those are just opt-ins. People actually giving you their name and their email address into your capture page. Okay. Now, how do you generate one opt-in per day? Well, I mean, just do it based on how did you get one opt-in in the first place. Right? Use some of the social marketing techniques or some of the list builders or the traffic exchanges. Do some forum marketing. I mean, it's completely up to you. You can run some ads on Craigslist or run some newspaper ads. Whatever it is that you want to do. Run some Google ads. But you need to get at least one opt-in per day as a baseline minimum goal. Needs to be focused on getting at least one per day. And that's 7 a week. That's not a lot. Now, where do we go from there? Well, with one a day, this is a really crucial number because you're productively increasing your business consistently each and every day. If you're able to get one per day, basically what you're doing is you're constantly churning. You're constantly moving your business forward all the time. Never stop your forward movement in your business. Never, ever, ever, ever. Even if you start getting busy with people calling you and wanting to join your primary business and building that, obviously that's our focus. Of course that's our goal. But don't let your advertising lag. Don't let your advertising fall victim of, complacency because you're too busy to advertise. Don't ever get too busy to advertise because the advertising is the lifeblood of your business. That's what's going to feed your growth into your network marketing business. That's the whole point of what we're doing, okay? So one per day is going to be your goal. Now, once you've got consistently one per day, one per day, one per day, one per day, week after week, you're getting at least your 7. Now we start setting weekly goals. Now we start trying to get 2 per day. Okay, now we start trying to get 10 or 14 a week. All right, so start increasing the number of people you get per day or per week. Okay, once you have one per day, you've kind of accomplished that. You got 100%. Way to go. Okay, pat yourselves on the back. After that, it's kind of more of a weekly goal. Try to get 2 per day, which is 14 a week, or try to get 10 in the week instead of just 7. All right, and then basically what we want to do is consistently build a weekly goal all the time, because sometimes, day per day, it's going to fluctuate a little bit. As long as we're generating at least our 1 every day, though, we're good. Some days we might get 3, some days we might get 1, some days we might get 2, some days we might get 5. But over the course of the week to week, it should be consistently growing. So our goal now is basically constant and never-ending improvement of the volume of advertising that we're doing to create opt-ins to our website. Okay, what does that mean? Well, it means that if this week you do 7, next week you need to do at least 1 more than you did this past week. So if you do 7 this week, next week needs to be 8 or more. Okay, 8 plus. The next week after that needs to be 9 plus, right, depending on what you accomplish. So let's say week 1 you do 7. Let's say week 2 you do 10. You got even more than the 8. Week 3 you can't go back down to 9 now. You got to beat 10. So you always basically beat the week before. You always just run more and more and more and more advertising. Get that wheel turning faster and faster and faster and faster. It consistently always just beat the week before. okay? Constant, never-ending improvement. If you continue to do this, it's kind of like baby steps along the way. You're setting realistic goals. You're setting things that you can achieve because you know how, because you just increase a little bit. You're not taking these monster steps trying to earn $1,000 this week or trying to make $10,000 this month or trying to do $50,000 a week. We're not doing that. We're just simply increasing, slowly, consistently building our business. What is that going to do? Well, it's going to grow your business at an increasing rate because look at this. Week 1, you do 7. Let's say week 2, you do 10. Let's say week 3, you do 12. Let's say week 4, you do 13, because, again, you just got to get at least one more. Let's say week 5, you get 16. Let's say week 6, you get 20. Week 7, you get 24. Week 8, you get 27. Okay? You see kind of what I'm doing here? What's happening is you're getting a higher number every single week. So, after 2 weeks, you've got 17. But after 3 weeks, now you've got 29 total prospects. After 4 weeks, you've got 42. After 5 weeks, you've got 58. After 6 weeks, you've got 78. After 7 weeks, you've got 102. After 8 weeks, you've got 129 total prospects. That's pretty cool. 129 total prospects, and all you did, your best week was only 27. But you've got 129 people in your list now to market to that are potential buyers. Pretty cool, eh? And if your conversion rate is 10%, well, 10% of 7 is 0.7. You don't even potentially sponsor anybody week 1. But if you quit week 1, you'll never see the results. See, because it's a cumulative effect that happens. So not only do you increase the number of new prospects going into your business every week, the other thing that's going to happen is we're going to start building trust with your prospects for you automatically through the autoresponders, refer them to some other products and things like that that you get paid on as well. But what's happening is you're constantly dumping more and more numbers into your list so that eventually your list will start buying at that percentage or at that rate, whether it's 2%, whether it's 10%, whether it's 3%, whether it's 1.5%, whether it's 20%. Okay? Everyone's list is going to be a little bit different. But let's just go on average and just say 10% of those people buy. Well, with 129 total people in your list, that's potentially 12 sales, okay? 12.9, almost 13 sales that you're going to get. Those 13 sales are going to buy month after month after month after month. They're going to continue purchasing the system because they're going to start using it and they're going to start getting these same type of results. So, as we increase the size of our list, we're increasing the number of sales that are happening. Okay, and so do we ever stop? Well, no. I mean, currently, you want to keep going. 29 the next month, 34. You know what I mean? Just keep generating more and more opt-ins. Don't worry about sales until you get to a point where you consistently can generate at least one sale per week. Okay, because that's going to be kind of like our sales goal. Will be one sale per week, and then it'll change eventually to one sale per day. Okay, that's getting pretty ambitious, isn't it? One sale per day. That's 30 sales, 30 new sales every month. Okay, even just one sale a week, though, that's 4 new sales a month. So month 1, we've got 4. Month 2, we've got 8 members. Month 3, we've got 12 members. Month 4, we've got 16 members. Okay, you're starting to kind of get that? 16 members times 1336 gets you $200 a month. Can you live on that? No. But that's $213 you can use to advertise your business, to keep growing your network marketing business. That's not even anything to do with your network marketing income. That's just your income from selling the systems, okay, as we're generating leads and growing our business. Okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, that kind of makes a lot of sense. Make an extra $213. Make an extra $500. Make an extra $2,000 a month to build your business with. All right? So here's your goal if you're just getting started. I'm going to wrap this call up here in just a minute. And we're going to talk, I mean, we could use these same principles, I guess. I kind of ran out of time here, but we could use these same principles with volume of presentations, right, to our primary business. So of all the leads you get in, how many people are you presenting to your primary business every day? Do you present to 1? Do you present to 2? You want to obviously set a goal of presenting your business at least 1 time per day. So you do 7 presentations a week. and then you want to increase that constantly, right? The same way we do with generating the leads. And then volume of training, based on how many new people you have in your business, you want to be training at least one new member a day, okay, or per week or per month. And obviously you can set those goals, and you constantly increase the volume of training that you're doing. By the time you get to the point where you're training somebody new every day and you're enrolling a new person every day in your primary business, you're going to be making so much money. You can quit your job. You'll have tons of time to do all the advertising, all the presentations, all the training to all these new members that are coming into your business. So getting back to our goal, what is our goal? Quantitatively, 1 per day, okay? Opt-in, not sale. 1 opt-in, 1 lead capture page person gives you their name and their phone and their email address, 1 per day. Okay, once you hit 1 per day consistently, then we start to increase weekly goals, right? Then we have our 7 a week that we start with, and week 2 is higher, week 3 is higher than that, week 4 is higher than that, week 5 is higher than that. By the end of a year or 2, you can do these numbers. Even if you only increased by one number per week, by the end of the year, you're sponsoring, or you're bringing into your leads or to your list over 50, I believe it's 58, 59, right? 52 weeks in a year plus 7, 59 people per week opting into your site. And if 59 people per week opt into your site, let's say just on average 5% purchase, you're getting 3 sales a week. 3 sales every single week are coming in. And that's not even bringing people in your primary business. That's just people buying the site to pay for more advertising, to keep increasing, keep rolling that into faster and faster and faster and faster. And that's only after 12 months. That's only after 52 weeks. Right? You can increase that even faster. That's only saying that we're increasing by 1 a week, going from 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 to 11 to 12 to 13 to 14 to 15. All right? What if you went from 7 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 25? What if you grew that even faster and faster and faster? Think of the results that you could have. I'm going to let you guys go. Please do this. Please implement this in your business. Please write down your goals. Okay? Please keep track of your goals on a daily and a weekly basis based on opt-ins to your website to be able to increase that. And please pay attention every single day and every single week. Write down your numbers and write down your goals and write down your accomplishments so you can actually chart your success as to whether or not you're growing at an increasing rate every week, or whether you're just staying even, or whether you're declining. Okay, if you start declining, you got to get your butt in gear, start working again. So you always want to grow at an increasing rate, and how you do that is just track the opt-ins to your site every single week. Track how many people opted into your website each week, and try to beat it the next week. Okay, have a great night, everyone. I really look forward to continuing to work with you to be able to be successful. Hopefully, this concept tonight of constant never-ending improvement on the volume of advertising in your business will help you. You can use that same concept in the volume of people that you present to for your primary business and the volume of training that you're doing with your new members. Have a great day, everyone. I wish you all the best, and we'll talk to you guys all very soon. Bye for now.